Hello and welcome to Oud Talks Pens. Today I will be talking about these two Platinum Century 3776s. They are a part of a limited edition that was only released in Japan and officially licensed Star Wars merch. The black one is of course inspired by Darth Vader. It has silver colored trim and on the cap it says "Don't underestimate the Force." On the cap it says Platinum made in Japan and it says Star Wars. And it has a red lightsaber. If you are lucky, you will get the text and the lightsaber to line up. But it is, there it lines up. I find it to be very satisfying when it lines up, but in daily use I don't really mind. Would I prefer that it lined up every time? Yes, but I realize that that's not really realistic. It is the normal Platinum 3776 model, except that it does not have the sort of spring in the cap, which you can feel when you close the cap and makes the nib stay wet for longer. It prevents dry out, but I haven't found these two pens to dry out either. I prefer the ones with caps with the spring system inside of them. These have worked very, very well as well. So that was the Darth Vader. This is the Luke Skywalker. It has a blue lightsaber. And this one says, "May the Force be with you." The other one says, "Don't underestimate the Force." I think as a Star Wars fan, I think they are really, really cool. This has the same text on the cap band. And these are 14 karat gold fine nibs. They are not flexible. And they have crossed lightsabers and it says, "Use the Force," on the bottom of the nib. So even the nibs are a little bit special. Platinum 3776 pens are lightweight. These weigh 25 grams with the cap and 14.3 grams without the cap. The girth of the pen measured in the middle is 13.1 millimeters in diameter. And the grip, also measured in the middle of the grip, is 10.3 millimeters. And the length of the pen from the tip of the nib to the end is 12 centimeters. Platinum 3776 Century pens are one of few pens that I sometimes prefer to use posted, because though they are not too short, they are long enough for my grip. I just find them to feel better in the hand, and it gives a tiny bit of extra weight. The Platinum 3776 model, of course, is very famous. They have lots and lots of different versions of this, but these I had to buy when I discovered they existed, because I am a Star Wars fan and I really like this model. I bought both of these via Japanese retailers and had them imported to Norway. So here is a size comparison. This is a Lamy All-Star, and here are the two Platinum 3776s. And here is a Sailor King of Pens. So they are not large pens, they are perhaps medium-sized. And here is an uncapped size comparison with the Sailor King of Pens, the Platinum 3776s, and the Lamy All-Star. Even though they are essentially the same, I will do a writing sample with both of them. Platinum nibs are stiff and they are perfect in my opinion for fast writing. I really like them for quick note taking, and I would love if the caps were slip caps, but it is a wonderful bonus that the platinum pens prevent dry out so well, so that you know that the pen is always ready to go. I find that platinum and also Pilot have really good quality control. I've never had a pen from Pilot or from Platinum that I have been unhappy with. They have all written perfectly out of the box, and they seem really well made, like high quality products. And I really appreciate that when you buy a product from Platinum, I can feel assured that it will work the way it's supposed to. And even these pens which are more in the luxury segment will be, yeah, really good and fulfill every expectation. This pen is filled with Aurora turquoise, which I find match the lightsaber quite well. It will often be filled with Robert Oster's blue water ice, because blue water ice is also a great match for this lightsaber. The last time I filled this Darth Vader pen, I put in a red ink that I felt after filling it and writing with it was too light. So the ink looked kind of orange compared to the red lightsaber, and that annoyed me so much that I used the pen less because of it. So I'm not really sure how to define it, but it's very satisfying to match ink colors to the color of the pen when it works, but I do get a slight hang up on it when it doesn't work, and I wish I didn't, because the ink worked just fine. It just didn't look like the red color in the lightsaber. This ink is an Ackerman ink, part of the Dutch Masters collection, and this is Rembrandt's Car Machine, which is of course a red. This is a much better match than the previous ink, but I can see that it should have been a little bit different. But this is a good enough match, so it doesn't bother me. I still use this pen a lot. So, I think these pens are really cool, not only because I am a Star Wars fan, but also because I am a huge fountain pen enthusiast. And being able to combine my interests in this way is really cool. And I often bring these pens with me when traveling, because I really like writing with them. I remember my first impression of a platinum fine nib was with a platinum preppy, I believe, and that fine nib really sort of turned me off in the beginning, because I really prefer broad nibs if I had to choose. And then trying the preppy nib, which is so thin, it felt really not sharp, but yeah, it felt sharp and uncomfortable to write with. But after experimenting with many more nibs, I tried it again and then I loved it. So it's really just a matter of a little bit of experience and a little bit of taste. I mean, nothing is for everyone, but I do find the platinum fine nibs to be a true fine, a Japanese fine, which is thinner than a European fine nib. They are so precise, and sometimes I feel that they improve my handwriting. Ignore this example, my handwriting is fine, but this is not the best example I could have chosen. Yeah, I feel like my writing sometimes feels easier to read just because it's a fine, really precise nib, and that helps. So, is there anything I would change about these? Yes, I would change the fact that you have to align the cap and the pen to get the lightsaber to be on the same side as the text, but that's not really a problem, as I said. Would I prefer that it had a slip cap, particularly because I use them a lot for note-taking and fast writing? Yes, but these caps are really good at keeping the nibs wet. Really, it's just a matter of preference, and altogether I love these pens. I use them a lot. I almost can't remember the last time I didn't have a Platinum 3776 inked, and I think I own like 8 of them. It is one of my favorite and most reliable models, so it's a clear recommendation from me. Would I buy these again if I lost them? Yes, I would, if it was still possible to get them, but they are getting harder and harder to come by. If you are a Star Wars fan, please let me know in the comments. It's always nice to see people with shared interests, also more than one interest in common. Let me know how you feel about the Platinum 3776. Thank you for watching. I am really grateful for every like and every comment that is left on my videos, because it helps my videos be seen by more people, and I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to the channel. It's really encouraging. See you in the next review. Bye.